Alright, my second video on this channel. It's what if deku had Ultra Instinct. My first video was alright, but I noticed I made some mistakes in the story. I noticed I made some mistakes in the story. So after a few more episodes of it, I'm probably gonna redo it. But anyway, this is what if Deku had Ultra Instinct. Hope you enjoy. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. But yeah, you can also join the Discord. I'm gonna plug that until it get popping. You feel me? Alright, so bet. So Deku was born with Ultra Instinct. He was born with it. So when he was born, the doctor the doctor accidentally dropped him. Okay. And instead of hitting the floor and dying like any newborn would, he actually flew. I'm gonna just say he was floating. He was floating in the sky. So then they were conducting tests on him to see what his quirk was, because it was obvious that he was born with one. They were seeing that none of their materials could touch him, because he would dodge it. So they decided to call the quirk. What should I give the quirk as a name? People in the comments tell me what I should name the quirk. But yeah, I'm gonna just say Ultra Instinct. If y'all want something different, just tell me. All right, so he let's just say time skip. He in kindergarten. You know what kindergarten he went to? The same kindergarten as Bakugo. That's when people started to get their quirks. He already had his quirk though. So, but it wasn't flashy. They will like Bakugo quirk a lot. Like, but yeah, they'll like Bakugo's quirk a lot. Everybody, it would be like canon where everybody was praising his quirk. Deku didn't really use his quirk for anything, and people, just because he didn't use it for many things, people thought he was quirkless. He didn't use it at all because it was used to dodge things and multiply his power. So, but Deku would be at the top of his class in PE and academically. But Bakugo would still try to bully him. Bakugo, you know how Bakugo gets out of hand. Deku don't take none of the stuff though. They would scrap almost all the time. Deku would win every time, but Bakugo would not learn. Deku would straight beat the dog out this nigga, bro. But Bakugo would not learn. Middle school, seeing teacher comes in, throws the papers everywhere, you know. And I'ma say Bakugo submitted his application for it, and then they say he says Bakugo applied for UA, the teacher, and Izuku Midoriya applied for UA. Bakugo had did his speech and everything, talking about how everyone else is useless and stuff. But when he heard Deku be announced as he was going to UA, it made him mad. So he did the same stuff that he did in canon. But this time, Deku said, well, not Deku said, he said meet him outside. So they were finna fight. Yeah, so after school, Deku comes out and he's looking for Bakugo. Bakugo and let's just say 10 other of his goons. 10 other goons, so it's 11 of them against just Deku. Come out. And they all trying to fight Deku. But this man Deku is ready for it. This man Deku dodges the first attack. Let's just say the big dude, fat dude in the anime, throws a punch at Deku. Deku dodges it, then punches him in his gut, and then elbow him in his nose. Right? He sleep. He sleep. Deku says, "Anybody else want some?" Right? So then Bakugo, this nigga Bakugo, sends all his goons at him at once to try to jump Deku. Deku jumps up. So then, oh my God. So then he picks the man up and then uses him as a weapon to fight the other students. Oh my. The rest of Bakugo's goons. And then it's only Bakugo left. So then it's the final showdown. So then Bakugo swings at Deku. Deku grabs his arm and then breaks it. It freaking happened again. But anyway, what I was saying is Deku grabs Bakugo's other arm and punches Bakugo in the face 15 times. So quick that you can't even see. And then knocks Bakugo out. And then you can see everybody laying out flat. They knocked. They slumped. You feel me? So then Deku grabs his stuff and walks home. While he walking home, he took a shortcut because it took time when he was fighting the goons in Bakugo. So that's when the sludge villain comes out and tries to take Deku's body. But Deku, he dodges it. He dodges the sludge villain. But he can't attack the sludge villain because the sludge villain is made of sludge and he really doesn't have anything but the heat that's coming off his body because of all the power he has. But it's not very intense right now. He could charge and make it intense, but he doesn't. So then, after he keeps dodging the sludge villain's many attempts, All Might slides around the corner. And, he does his punch and everything. Picks him up. And then Deku like, oh my God, it's All Might. He's an All Might fan. But he ain't timid no more. And he gets his autograph from All Might, all that stuff. But he doesn't grab onto his leg this time. I don't know why I said he didn't or whatever. But, yeah. But still, somehow, I'm going to just say, the sludge villain just fell out his pocket while he was in the sky. No, scratch that. The situation doesn't go on anymore. Deku goes home and is amazed that he actually saw All Might and got an autograph. And then he starts training for the 10 months. For all the 10 months he was training, and he found out that he could use Ki for Ki Blast. He improved his speed, his strength, and his perception too. He also he also I forgot what I was gonna say, but it wasn't gonna be anything special. So it finally comes to the day of the UA exam, the entrance exam, and Deku is going to the gate, right? He trips, and Uraraka comes with the slap to make him float, right? But instead of getting slapped, he dodges it because he doesn't control. It's just auto dodge. He dodges it, and he's back on his feet. And Uraraka's like, "What just happened?" You know. But he says, "What were you trying to do?" And then she tells him her quirk and stuff. I don't know why I keep saying it's getting annoying to me. So Deku, he comes in number one overall in the practical exam. He's a young boy genius, you know. And then it's time for the practical exam. I think that's what it's called, or whatever. So he, you know, you know, President Mike is talking on stage, and then Deku sees Bakugo, and Bakugo is mean mugging Deku. Deku looks back, and Deku is like, "Is your arm better?" And this man Bakugo is getting so mad you can see it on his face how mad he is. Like he just wants to attack Deku. He knows it's not gonna work though. He knows it's not gonna work. But yeah, Ida sees this and with his little glasses wearing. Oh, I'm the only one in the room looking at me. So he says, "You need to pay attention" and stuff like that. But this man, Deku, responds and says, "Talking to me means that you're not paying attention. So instead of paying attention to me, you need to pay attention to yourself." And that just makes this man either mad. Mad. He angry at Deku because he stated some true stuff and outsmarted Ida with it. So then they're at the gate. Bakugo and Deku not in the same one. And then Deku goes to talk to Uraraka. So they're talking about what happened at the first part when they were going to the gate. But then freaking Ida comes again and says Deku, and well, not Deku, he doesn't say Deku, and says you need to let her pay attention. And then Deku doesn't listen, but he does move away from Uraraka so he can get ready. So the gates open and everyone is running in trying to get robots. This man Deku doesn't move. Everyone is like, "What is this man doing?" And then in an instant, he's gone. And then they just hear a loud boom. This man broke the sound barrier. He moves so freaking fast. And then this man Deku He just destroying robots left and right. He punches this robot and then it flies into a building. Then he jumps and kicks another robot, flies up, and then throws a key blast at another robot, and he's just going crazy. This man Deku is racking up points on points on points, and then he hears a scream. The zero pointer has come out, and this man sees a girl under the rebel that's finna get stepped on by the robot. It's Uraraka, of course. And this man, Deku, flies over to the zero pointer and freaking punches it and goes. And the robot goes flying. It's not as much damage as the original, but the robot still goes flying. He helps Uraraka get the rebel off of her and stuff. And then Uraraka thanks him and runs for to get some more robots because the exam's almost over. Deku has more than enough robots to get in. And then he's just chilling until he hears the exam is over. So then he's going home. All Might was watching. I should have said this earlier, but All Might was watching, and he was like, "This kid is amazing. I should give him my quirk. He seems like a good candidate, you know, stuff." And this man, All Might finds Deku when he's walking home and asks him, "Does he want his quirk?" And Deku declines. He says, "No, I don't." And then he walks off. All Might is surprised that the boy refused. And that's where I'm going to end this What If. This is part one. What if Deku had Ultra Instincts? Yes, sir.